The following has been paid for by the Pens World Order. All right, Pens get another win as they travel to the wait a minute wrestling T-shirt, WWE Championship belt. Oh no! Oh no! 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 You have your chance. It's January, not July. It's January. But it is Royal Rumble season as truly the most wonderful time of the year. This is my predictions for the 2026 Royal Rumble, as the Royal Rumble will be interesting, to say the least. Now, I know I usually do hockey talk here on this channel, but I sprinkle in some of the graps, especially this time of year. The Royal Rumble is truly great, even though it's taking place in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure this will be handled with decorum and dignity. Still, regardless of the location, we shall have fun with this and make our predictions, as we are truly heading into a bit of an unpredictable WrestleMania season. But before we get to Mania, we gotta start somewhere, and that is now. So, 4 matches on the board, always lean cuts of beef when it comes to the Royal Rumble, but the Royal Rumble is a smorgasbord where we take our plates, go up, and have a little bit of column A and have a little of column B, and ooh, are those mini Wagyu beef sliders? Don't mind if I do. Yoink! So let's get into it. First up is, I'm going to tackle the one non-title matchup on here first, and that is AJ Styles versus Gunther. If AJ loses, his career is over. Now, follow along with me for a brief moment. I have to get water and all this. So, it is no secret that AJ Styles' WWE contract is up at the end of the month, and he has been very adamant of saying that he is retiring. Now, by all means, this could be a WWE retirement. And the way AJ looked on Raw when he did his last match on Raw as he took on Shinsuke Nakamura, yeah, he had that look in his eyes like, this is it. This is really going to be it. And yeah, I honestly think that it is. Now, there could be speculation that he goes off to TNA and AJ does one last appearance, bound for glory. He is Mr. TNA, the early 2000s, the Unbreakable 3-Way, the X Division champion, AJ Styles in the front line with Ric Flair. Let's not talk about all that, but he could. Another run in TNA. He could go off to New Japan for a few months. I don't know outside of Bullet Club he did with New Japan. So yeah, he could do that. Some people think he's going to go to AEW. What is there for AJ to do in AEW? Honestly. But anyway, I'm going to take Gunther. Gunther wins this and just goes Unterglieben, Glasen, Gloven, done, and just continues his just I retired everyone type of run. Give me Gunther. Up next for the WWE Championship is Big Daddy Drew McIntyre taking on Sami Zayn, and he did it! My boy did it! My boy's finally champion in front of people. I got to see it. The video of him in Glasgow is so happy with this music. Bum bum dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. And he's there on top of the turnbuckle, holding the title in the air, blue light shining upon him, the king of the Lycans, as he should be. Proud, bold, masculine. What I'm trying to say is I'm very happy that Drew McIntyre is champion. And I'm certainly glad that they didn't edge this thing. Get your mind out of the gutters, you sickos. What I mean is, back in 2006, Edge defeated John Cena by cashing in his Money in the Bank after a 10-month reign by Cena. And the peasants rejoiced. Yay! And for 3 weeks, Edge was WWF champion. He even did a live sex celebration. Go look it up on YouTube. And then 3 weeks later at the Royal Rumble, he challenged John Cena, and Cena took him out and just took the title back. And it was basically Edge versus Mick Foley for the rest of the year. I'm glad they aren't doing this with Drew. Cody's off taking care of Jacob Fatu. Fine. And there was a fatal four-way to see who was going to take him on, and it's Sami Zayn. Cool. Good for him. And yes, there is a dynamic there of Drew is an asshole prick, and Sami is the purest of baby faces to take down a great evil, except I don't think Drew is that type of evil. I'm glad Drew's champion, and I think that they should keep it on him all the way to Mania. If it turns out it's a Mania three-way between Drew, Cody, and Jacob Fatu, I'm fine with that. But it's just not the right time to take the belt off of Drew. I mean, yes, they'll love Sami and Riyadh, as it should be. But I'm not quite sure if Riyadh is the place where we put the belt on Sami. Drew will win. I'm sure there will be shenanigans. There might be a Jacob Fatu sighting. There might be a Cody Rhodes signing. What I think will happen is that there will be shenanigans, and I think Cody or Jacob will inadvertently cost Sami his moment. Helluva kick, but distracted by the refs. Sami tries to chase people off. Drew, boot to the nuts. Future shock DDT, or Sami turns around and Claymore boot to the head. Something like that. Drew wins, keeps the title, and it's on to Elimination Chamber. Give me Big Daddy Drew McIntyre. Now, we're on to the Royal Rumble. We're going to do the ladies first. Like, that came out wrong. Anyway, the ladies Royal Rumble, and this will have some fun. There's juicy little tidbits to be had in this match, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to see more of the delicious Asuka and Kairi. If there is a point where Kairi's eliminated and Asuka comes out, I want Asuka to just yell, Kairi! As she's walking by. I need an anime of those two. Or at least her, Asuka, Io, and Kairi. I need an anime of them. Wait a minute. It already exists. It's called K-Pop Demon Hunters. Anyway, I want to see that continue. I think there's fun between Charlotte and Alexa. There's juice in the squeeze in there. Nia Jax and her big BFF, Lash Legend, are going to come in and do stuff. But we haven't seen Bianca Belair in a while. That's a real possibility, and I think the Final Four is going to come down to Bianca, Liv, Roxanne Perez, and let's get nuts? Let's get nuts. Chelsea Green as your fourth. There's your women's four. It's a fun match. Chelsea's the first one out. Bianca and Roxanne battle. Liv helped to do the 2-on-1. I think Roxanne is Bianca and is going to hoist her over. And then either this goes one of two ways. One, Bianca powers out and eliminates them both. Or Liv turns and hoofs both Roxanne and Bianca out to win. And we get Judgment Day dissension. But I think you save that for Elimination Chamber, where you have Roxanne, Raquel, and Liv all in the chamber, 3 out of the 6 spots. Women's Judgment Day. I think that's a juicier matchup. But it's between Liv and Bianca. Flip a coin. Reddit's Bianca. Tails, it's Liv. Liv it is. Next. And there is no main event to clock in this. It's the men's Royal Rumble, as this will be fun. This will be interesting. And I don't know who's going to win this. Could Cody win 3 out of 4? It's a possibility. I don't want to see it happen. I don't. I think there is a lot of people want Obafemi to win this. And I'm worried with Oba. It's too much too soon. I remember seeing him in NXT. Big lad, big presence, big aura, beef. And it may not be the Vince McMahon era, but there's still a hankering for beef in the roster. It would be interesting. Like when Jey Uso won it last year. I think it'd be interesting to see Oba. I just don't see it happening. There's a Roman redemption angle that could be there. Cody and Jacob are going to continue their thing going on. We could get solo shenanigans. We could have a stare down between Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns, and that fun matchup. But the final four, I think, and there could be a Chris Jericho sighting. Could be. I'm not getting in that can of gravy. So I think the final four is going to be Roman, Cody. I'm going to throw Oba in there. God, I don't know who the fourth is. I really don't. I think Brock could be in there. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. Gunther could be in there. He could pull double duty. Absolutely pull double duty. And eliminate Brock. Oh, the fourth, though. God, I don't know. And I don't know who wins the men's. This is really hard. And you know what? I don't know. The most logical solution says Cody. Cody's the most logical solution. It's the Calcum's razor theory. The most logical solution is most often the correct. Cody. But I think Jacob prevents that from happening. And Jacob Fatu wins this. Man. I'm stumped. I'm stumped when it comes to it. So I'm just going to take the safe bet. I'm going to take the safe bet. Cody. I don't know. I'm going to be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. I just don't know who's going to win this Rumble, because you have a lot of people who could take on Punk, or who could take on Drew, and who could take... Wait a minute. Brilliant. Let's get nuts theory. It comes down to Cody and Jacob, and they fight, and they both go over at the same time. Do a double spot. And then say, they argue for weeks, and then either Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis said, upon further review, they both touch at the same time. And then they has fight to determine the number one contender. They get counted out at Elimination Chamber. And then F it, make it a three-way, as both of them choose Drew like a rival in an anime picking a love interest. They choose Drew, three-way at Mania. There. You want to get nuts? Like George Costanza would say, let's get nuts. And that is my prediction for WWE Royal Rumble 2026. I'll have my review of it on probably Monday or Tuesday of it, as I will have plenty, as I will get through this with a delicious weekend of hockey and the Royal Rumble. Fun times. Happy days are here again. We'll catch you next time.